Last year, I decided to improve my jumping skills. But since I had been riding clipless pedals for so many years, I had developed a habit of pulling up on the pedals, resulting in many sketchy moments. So last fall, I switched to flat pedals in an effort to force myself into improving my technique and develop my jumping skills. It started out a bit rough, but I stuck with it. After a whole bunch of practice on a road trip around North America, it finally started to click. And by the end of the road trip, I had sent my biggest gap jump ever. But now that we're back in BC, the jump trails here outside of the bike parks aren't quite as polished as those of our southern neighbors. Everything in BC is a bit more raw, and you've got to be careful out there. But with my newfound confidence from last winter's road trip, I wanted to see how I stack up against BC's jumps. So I headed out for a ride in Squamish with my friends Antoine, Isabel, and of course my wife Yuka. We're headed for a trail called Hot Tuna. It's filled with many interesting features, most of which are jumps of various types. So after a climb to the top, we had arrived. And right off the bat, there's an interesting jump that uses a rock as a lip.
Yeah, the lip isn't perfect. Like, it's got a flat spot here and a flat spot where the rock is, so it's not the most beautiful lip I've ever seen.
Antoine had ridden the trail before, so he could show us how it's done. It's a relatively small jump, so it's not too bad to hit. And Yuka was pretty comfortable on it too. It was a perfect warm-up for what we were about to get into. Though Antoine had ridden the trail before, he didn't stop to take the time to do each feature. And this natural gap was one of those features.
Oh, that's not so bad.
But yeah, I just always get scared at this one.
Are you guys doing the double?
Yeah. It's sad there's a hole here though.
Where is the hole?
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
And well, if it's there, you should ride it, right?
Okay. But there's that hole before it is not nice. Yeah.
But we could fix this hole easily with some dirt from a gold mine that was just next to the trail. Sorry to the builder of the trail if this isn't cool. Time to try again. Much better. And Antoine was able to get it clean as well. As we continued down...
Oh, it's really dark in here. Oh, it's getting muddy.
We arrived at a drop with a corner right before it.
Oh, is this...
Not bad. I think we can unlock that for sure.
Oh, you've not done it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just that little... It's always looks slippery, so my brain...
It's really wet in here for sure. Yeah. Here, I'll go first.
My first attempt was not perfect.
Oh yeah. It's not bad.
Front case?
Yeah, but didn't look that bad actually.
You really have to keep your speed.
Yeah, didn't look steep.
Yeah.
But Antoine's was great. My fourth and fifth tries went a lot better though. The trick was to commit to the move earlier and release the brakes before the corner. Further down the trail was a jump out of a berm.
Oh yeah. Let's try that one.
I never do this one.
Always roll through it.
It was a little tricky as you have to turn while boosting off the lip.
Okay, we can make that for sure.
But we figured it out eventually. And even Yuka impresses us.
Woo! Sick, Yuka! High touch.
Yeah.
Hi, Dad.
High touch.
Down lower, we came across some wild stuff that was still under construction.
Ew. Oh, what's that feature? That looks great.
A very large drop
Maybe 12?
to a series of jumps.
And yeah, you cannot really roll.
One with a hipped out landing. This may be above my pay grade once this line is complete. But while these features may one day be the biggest on the trail, the next feature is still currently the biggest. It's a set of booters into a shared landing. One creating a shorter jump and the other a longer jump.
I just don't want a case.
Yeah, it looks like some people have cased.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a terrible case what they've done.
And with a square landing like this, you don't want to come up short on it. In fact, our friend Trevor has done so, and he broke his bike as a result. Just check out these tire marks from other people's misadventures.
It wasn't like
Anyhow, I figured I'd hit the short jump first.
I need to go farther.
If I send it further, I can somewhat emulate what the bigger jump would be like. That's better. Antoine had done this jump before, so he's pretty confident on it and offered to tow me in. But I have some trust issues, and I wanted to see him jump it before I followed him in.
Phew.
oh yeah, you need to go very fast.
It's a lot faster, yeah.
He looks good, so I felt good about following him in. Alright, well, you know me. I can never send it the first try with bigger features like these.
One more time, Antoine. Phew. Sweet.
You go?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice.
smooth, huh?
Easy, yeah.
Oh, easy.
To be honest, other than the scariness of the gap, the bigger one is easier in some ways. The lip is long and low, while the lip on the shorter one is much steeper and you actually have to turn into it. But Yuka wondered whether she could do it. And well,
It's big, huh?
I can't tell you what happened next.
You think I can do this?
Yeah, if you want to follow me, you'll probably make it. Probably.
She made me promise not to show it. You'll have to go subscribe to her channel, Vangirl Yuka, to see her video about it next week. But after sending the big one a few more times, we continued down the trail. And a few more features later,
Oh yeah, that's easy.
we arrived at another one that Antoine hadn't done.
Oh yeah.
Blind.
We can do this.
It's not bad. It's just if you mess up, then.
The line's pretty wide.
We were a little unsure about it because we didn't know how fast we needed to go. That, and you need to be precise with the direction you leave the lip.
It's a little bit of a turn going in.
But I felt like I was having a good day and I really wanted to continue ticking off features.
I think we can do this, Antoine.
My enthusiasm for it seemed to convince Antoine as well,
It's doable.
and he figured he could do it. Well, he made it, just barely.
What happened?
Oh Jesus, I got fucked.
Oh,
And that was good enough for me. I was good to follow him in. It turns out that all you need to do is roll in from the corner with no brakes, and you'll make it just fine.
easy.
Valuable information for next time. The end of the trail had some interesting gap jumps as well, one of which had an uphill run-in.
Oh yeah.
That's doable. I just need to pedal like crazy.
Yeah.
Antoine went first and had a bit of a moment,
Oh yeah.
Nice. Oh,
but he cleaned it up on his second attempt. It took me a couple tries as well,
It's uphill. Are you really?
but eventually I cleaned them too. We finished our ride on the new Blue Flow jump line, Mickey's Magic. It's good times as well, and it's only one of a few real machine-built jump trails in the area. which Squamish was long overdue for. But the real highlight of the day was hot tuna, and hot damn, was it ever fantastic. It may even be my new favorite trail in Squamish right now. It's absolutely packed to the brim with features, and I really enjoyed figuring them all out. That, and it's given me a ton of inspiration for my own trail, Stone Starlet, which you guys will have seen in my previous videos. And speaking of which, I've been working on it non-stop. But the next feature we've been chipping away at has been one hell of an undertaking, and that'll be the topic for next week's video, so keep an eye out for it. You're not going to want to miss it. But, as always, thanks for watching and stay gnarly.